Man, that sun is bright. Hey gang, just giving it a second. I think it's on. Yeah, anyway. So, wanted to come to you today because I have time. I am gate guarding and it is another slow day. So it's about 10:30 in the morning and I think I've checked in and out maybe 4 or 5 trucks since 6 a.m. Yeah, it's slow. So, wanted to talk to you today about Quartzsite, Arizona, and the RTR. So the RTR's been going on since I believe 2010. It's a Bob Wells production. You can go to cheaprvliving.com. I believe it's his website. So this is his baby. It's always been his baby. I'm just telling you my experiences. So it is in Quartzsite, which is the desert. It's a gathering place for snowbirds. Quartzsite and Baus, which is just north of Quartzsite. Very small towns, very few people except for maybe November to Aprilish, and then it's more than 10 times its original size during those months. So the weather's perfect. It's nice during the day, like typically around the 70s, and then it gets colder at night. Some nights colder than others. When I've been there, I've seen it get just below freezing, but it doesn't stay that way very long. So the weather's great. There is a women's RTR, which is women's only, which is just a bunch of women that travel full time, that RV full time. They get together and meet each other, uh, learn from each other, talk, drink. They don't all drink, so you know. They talk. They have potlucks. They sit around campfires. They share crafts, hacks about living on the road. Share jobs that they've done, ways to earn money. Seems to be a big thing. Um, yeah, just how to live comfortably. I mean, you can always learn something from somebody, no matter what. You just got to be open to it. So, the women's RTR is January 4th through 8th. It's between Quartzsite and Baus, and I believe it's off of Plamosa Road, which is a really nice drive if you're not going to any of the RTRs and you're just hanging around Quartzsite. It is a really nice drive. There is desert for miles all the way around Quartzsite, and there are people camped, RVs, tents, cars, buses, trailers. I mean, just anything you can imagine, you will see it around Quartzsite during the winter. So the women's RTR is January 4 to 8. That's my driveway alarm. Nobody's there. The wind blows and it goes off. So the women's RTR is January 4 to 8. And then the regular RTR, Bob will be going on since 2010, I believe, is the 9th through the 20th. Now the women's is only the second or third year for the women's. And then Bob's RTR is the 9th through the 20th. Now, this is desert boondock camping. There are no hookups. Nobody owes you anything. If you show up and participate in anything, that's wonderful. Don't show up thinking that people are going to give you things and do for you and all this stuff. You're still responsible for yourself. These events, to me, I think these events are to meet like-minded people. Um, if you're not into big crowds, don't go because there's people everywhere. And at these events, people tend to walk up and knock on your door. Or if you're outside, they'll walk up and talk to you. So if you don't like people walking up and talk to you, which I see all the time, people on Facebook, people are complaining about, a camper, down the way coming up and talk to him, coming into my space while I'm sitting outside. If you're that much of a loner, then don't go because it's not for you. And it's just a chance. It's to meet people, to explore the desert. You might learn a thing or two. There's There are people at both places that are designated to teach you something or lecture about something. If you don't want to see it or hear it or learn it, then you walk away and go to another site. The women's RTR has developed this thing called neighborhoods, which they have like the artist one and whatever, I don't know what all the others are. So if you want to camp around other artists, then go camp around other artists. And then if you want to be there a day and then go to another neighborhood, they're calling them neighborhoods, of people that like to, I don't know what they're doing. You know, if you want to hang around somebody that works online, that edits videos or whatever, and learn from them, then you live on wheels. Move. You know, nobody cares. You know, we do whatever makes you happy. And same thing with the Bob's RTR. If you pull up and park somewhere, if you don't like it, move. You're not going to hurt anybody's feelings. You know, you spent a day or half a day or whatever meeting the neighbors around the first place you park. If you're not comfortable, then you move to another place. The area is pretty big where both of these things are taking place. So you know, move to the next place. Hey there. Hey, Paul, I do miss you. Yeah, don't be the shit disturber. There is always going to be a pot stirrer no matter what you do. I know you can't get around it or whatever. You know, you saw that with the van build. And no matter what kind of gathering, I've said it before, you get a gathering of people together, there's always going to be that person. But so do your best to just go with the flow. If you're not comfortable, if you're not happy, don't expect other people to fix it for you. Fix it yourself. And by fix it yourself, I don't mean you go up to that other person that's making you unhappy and say anything. I don't mean that. I mean, you know, start your vehicle and move. Move. So what? You move. You move and you meet different people. It's life. It's the way it is. Lighten up. So anyway, let's get past that. So, dogs on leashes. Dogs have to be on leashes, or pets, probably cats and everything else that you could probably have. They need to be on leashes. If you're going to be out in public with your pet, you need to have them on a leash. It's not meant to be cruel to anybody. It's just consideration. Be considerate. You know, be considerate. They're going to classes. They're very informal still recording. So I don't know how that worked. So anyway, classes, you know, there might be something you want to learn. If there's not, then don't. No big deal. Right? 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 So anyway, that's my 2 cents on the RTR. It's a lot of fun, you know, and there is so during that Quartzsite, there's the flea markets. I mean, there's a bunch of them. The big tent starts after Bob's, RTR. So, I mean, and there are a few jobs in Quartzsite to be had. I mean, a lot of them, you have to get there and go apply. There's not all that many that you can snag before you get there. So, I worked at the Roadrunner grocery store. The 2 times that I've been, that's where I worked. I doubt well, this time I'm not working. I've got it planned so that I can go and not have to go to work, which is kind of nice. You know, this is first. I'm excited. So there's some people I want to be seeing, like you, Paul. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're getting together. Yeah, and John, Esther. Yeah, you too. And Pam. So anyway, I'm gonna quit naming names because I know I'll forget somebody. So. Everybody I know that's there and around there, I want to see all of you. Even if it's just for a minute, I want to see all of you. So just keep that in mind. If you see me on Facebook around or whatever, come up and say hi, or let's, you know, shoot me a message and let's go have a drink or dinner or breakfast or sit by the campfire or something. Let's go do something. Swanky Wills, I want to see you. I want to do the campfire with Swanky Wheels. So, anyway, I hear that Bob's RTR is going to have porta potties this year. I guess they had them last year too. I didn't go last year. So, I don't know about the women's RTR, but Bob's, I've heard that he's going to have porta potties. So, bring a few bucks to help, to, throw in the pot to help pay for those, especially if you use them. So, I am coming to my plan moment. Now, I hate to say too much because plans always change, but at the moment, I plan on leaving here, which is Rankin, Texas, which is just south of Midland. Leaving here on January 1st. I'll arrive in Quartzsite January 2nd. I'm doing a movie thing, which will take 3 or 4 days, but I believe that while I'm doing this movie thing, I'll still have time to go visit people. So I'm going to do the movie thing, then I hope to go to the women's RTR for a day or two, and then the Bob's RTR. I'm going to be there 2 or 3 weeks, depending on how it goes. Yeah. Not working, I'm afraid of, so I can keep myself busy enough that I don't get too bored or very bored or whatever. Hey, Lulu and Scooter, Renee. So if I get bored, I'm leaving after 2 weeks. If not, I'll stay for the 3 weeks. And I shouldn't probably say that either, because if I leave at 2 weeks, then the people there are going thinking they bore me or something, and that's not the case. It's not. So, RTRs. If you don't like big crowds, don't go. I made a list, and I've said everything on my little list that I could think of. If you have a loud generator and you go to the RTRs, you're going to need to park like on the outskirts, because not everybody has a generator and not everybody wants to listen to your generator. If you like to play music real loud, then, I mean, if you typically like it loud, like I do, park on the outskirts. Just be considerate. Whatever you do, your normal self, just be aware and considerate of all these people around you that are here to, they're out there to have a good time also. And their good time might not be the same as your good time. I'm having to plug my phone in because I'm down to 15% all of a sudden. So, let's get that done. And look, I made it through this whole video and not one truck has come through. So, anyway, I'm talking about these old crickety people. Yes, and there are some, and there's the entitled people and the grumpy people, and yeah. So anyway, be considerate. If you got generators that you like to run often, park on the outskirts. If you like your music loud, park on the outskirts. If you're a fallen down drunk, park on the outskirts. Actually, park a few miles away. Nobody likes that. Drinking's great and having fun is great, but if you're a fallen down stupid drunk, then go somewhere else. I've had 0 people come through. I hate to. Yeah, it's a slow day. It is Saturday though, so typically on Saturday and Sundays, gate guarding, it is slower than during the week. And I know that sun, oh my gosh. Yeah. So if you're in Quartzsite, I want to see everybody. Once my movie commitment thing is done, I'll be moving around quite a bit. I doubt I'll stay in one place very long. I will have Lag Betty and Cracker Jack, Bam-a-lam. So I'm bringing the whole rig. So just love on one another. Oh, another thing, I'm at like 800 and something subscribers, and I want to get 2,000. Yeah, so share. And if you're not already subscribed, just do it. What the hell? Just do it. It ain't gonna hurt nothing, right? Just do it. Expose your friends to the awesomeness of. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, just share. Share. So, my thingy up there says 5 people are watching and only 2 people are texting. So, yeah. Tell me what you're doing. Yeah, I want to know. So, if anybody is in between Midland, Texas and Quartzsite on January 1st and 2nd, and you want to, come along I-10, and I'll stop and we'll have, we'll get a Coke or something. Sit and chat for a minute. I'll be happy to do that. I believe on the 1st I'm meeting my friend in Van Horn, Texas, for like an early lunch, late breakfast kind of thing. Breeze in Las Cruces. I haven't heard from you yet, but thinking maybe we can have a drink or something on my way through there. Yeah, I make a lot of stops, so it seems like I know somebody in Deming. That's along Highway 10. I can't think off the top of my head who it is, but it seems like I know somebody in Deming. And in Tulsa, the couple of people I know in Tulsa, a couple of people in Tulsa, but I think they're going to be in Quartzsite, so I'll probably see them there. Anyway, so if you're along I-10, give me a holler and let's plan on meeting for a minute or two. Right? Okay, so I can't think of anything else to say about the RTR. Just be nice to each other and yeah, you will understand what I meant. Damn autocorrect. Gotta love autocorrect. Yeah, I got the new Galaxy S9 just a month or 2 ago, and I type faster than the S9 will print out, I guess is what I want to say. So it's mega frustrating because I have to, and I'm wondering if it's that glass cover thing. See, and it keeps going blurry like that. The S9, it does a lot of cool things, but there's a few things like that just drive me nuts. The blurry thing and it won't keep up with my fingers when I type. Yeah, anyway. So, but it's got that slow-mo video thing, which is really cool. And yeah, it's really cool. I want to find a flowing river. I haven't done it yet because I'm working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week out here in what looks like the desert, West Texas flatland. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. So subscribe, like, subscribe, like, share. So if anybody asks you about Quartzsite, share my video. And maybe they'll get so impressed that they'll subscribe. Yeah, whatever. Some people have so much time on their hand that I would be fun. Oh my gosh, look, we'll turn this around. There's a truck coming. Okay, so I gotta go. I'll see y'all later. Ciao, babies.